Hi everyone, welcome back to the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy, and this is a quick, just little letterbox recap that I wanted to do since we had to delay our episode for The Last of Us a little bit. Ryan is driving driving down to Florida for his grandparents, and I am just healing back from surgery, which I got done 3 days ago. So if you hear a little moving around, it sounds like rustling. It's probably the brace I'm wearing. So just a heads up that saying weird noises, that's probably what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about these three movies I've watched recently, and yeah, just kind of give you guys an update on those things that I've been watching. And two of those are the Blackwell Ghost movies, the first and second one, and the other one is the second Hell House, Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. So starting first with the Blackwell Ghost 1. Sorry, I'm just making sure I have all the info up. This film was directed and written by Turner Clay. It's a found footage horror movie, and the synopsis is a filmmaker tries to prove that ghosts are real, but soon regrets his intentions after he finds himself being terrorized in a haunted house by a ghost with a dark past. And I think this movie is really, really enjoyable. I think it's a really fun way to do um, found footage paranormal horror, because it doesn't really fall into the Paranormal Activity thing where it gets really crazy at the end and the demons causing physical harm or anything like that. Like, this is it feels so real that I actually looked up to make sure that before I did that it is an actual documentary. But yeah, it's really well done. I think Turner Clay found a really cool and different spin on the found footage genre, and I just think that this movie is the definition of a low budget horror film that works so well because it knows their budget. And I think people agree because it has a 69% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6 out of 10 on IMDb, 4.9 out of 5 on Facebook, but does have 59 on Google, which I do think is a bit low. But yeah, it's a 69% audience score. There is no critic score yet on Rotten Tomatoes for that one, but I think it was a really good film. I think Turner Clay has something really special in this franchise, and there is 8 of these movies, so I will be talking about the rest of them when I do watch them. But as of right now, I've only seen the first 2. And the first 2 do follow the Blackwell Ghost, Ruth Blackwell, who in this film has killed a bunch of children and a bunch of horrible things, but she doesn't really follow them, I don't think, outside the first 2 films, because it all takes place at the Blackwell house. Then the third film, which I did start, takes place in Florida, a whole different place, whole different story. Another serial killer lived there, and he's trying to see if it's haunted. So far, the third one seems like they do turn it up a little bit, but the first 2 are all just within the same house and everything like that. But I think it's better just to go into the second one from here because it pretty much is one film. The second one's just he goes back to further his documentary that he was doing about trying to prove that ghosts are real. And this one seems to not have as great a score. It has a 5.8 out of 10 on IMDb and a 5.8 out of 10 on Prime Video. I think I like the second one a little bit more, only because the second one does have a little bit more paranormal activity in this. Not trying to I'm trying to make a joke there at all. But I think that it has more to do, and I think that he definitely did get a little bit bigger budget for this one. And I think it really works. I think it's scary. It's really creepy because it's never anything huge. It's not like full-blown apparitions lifting him off the couch or anything. It's a ball rolling across the floor. It's a chandelier. It's the lights popping from how much energy is around in the room that they're talking about. They use oh my god, what's it called? Oh, they use a vinyl player on this one, and it plays music when the ghost touches it, and it is so creepy when they use it in this film. I think that the second one is better than the first one because I think it really, really leans into the paranormal investigation uh, a little bit more, and it doesn't feel as much like as much of an actual documentary. This one leans more into the actual. If you watch paranormal investigations like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, it feels much more in that world, and it keeps itself feeling extremely realistic that this could be real, and it really tears that line perfectly. So I think that's why I like the second one a little bit more. But so far, the third one is crazy. So I'm very excited to talk about the third one because I think the third one so far is my favorite one out of the franchise. But yeah, the Blackwell Ghost, Turner Clay. Definitely go check them out. They're on Prime Video. All of them are like $3 to rent. And it just really, if you love ghost investigations, you will love these movies because it feels so real, and it really creeps you out because of how real it feels, and you can feel in your gut that something's not right. Oh, it was just really well done. I'm really excited to watch the rest of this franchise, and I think everyone else who's into paranormal horror should really check out this franchise. Now, the last film that I want to talk about is Hell House 2, the Abaddon Hotel. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up on my computer. Hell House LLC 2. Yeah, Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. This one is currently sitting at a 35 on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 77 on Just Watch, and 75 on Google. It has, as I said, this one also doesn't have any critic score yet. It's just the 35% audience score. I think that's really low because I think it does tread pretty much over the exact same setup as the first one, but they're more investigating what happened from the first one. And this one has some of the scariest scenes in the franchise. I've seen 1, 2, and 4. I am going to watch Hell House 3, Hell House LLC 3, The Lake of Fire. I think I might watch it today by myself, and then I'll come back and talk more about it because I wanted to talk about the whole franchise in total. But man, this movie is so fucking scary. This has one of the scariest scenes in any horror movie, and it's so basic. It's not a jump scare. It's just it's a build-up scene, and it's so well done. And I think that Stephen Cognetti just has a really, really good vision when he does these films of how to build tension and to really scare you. Because he plays into the idea of just what would it be like in real life if this was to happen with people. And there's some sarcastic lines in this that are just really funny. There's a line when they're about to go up the stairs in the hotel, and the one camera guy's like, no, we can't go up there. He's like, why not? And he's like, because I watched your documentary, speaking about the first film. And it genuinely made me, made Sam, and it made my friend Connor all laugh out loud when we were watching it. And I just think that this franchise has something special in the way that they do found footage. And it does make me a little upset that they are doing the fifth one's not going to be found footage, but it is going to combine all these films together. And I think I'm going to give Stephen Cognetti the benefit of the doubt with doing such a really, really well done horror franchise that he can stick this final landing. But if the first one scares you, this one feels more like it's an extension of the first film than its own movie. And it does feel maybe 15 minutes too long. There's a little bit of drags in the third act. But overall, I think it was a really enjoyable time. I think it's so scary, and I think if you like this franchise, you'll like the second movie. But I can't fully say how great this franchise is yet because I have not seen the third one, and we do get the new one this summer. But those were the 3 things I just wanted to talk about. I just want to give a quick little breakdown of what I've been watching recently. I know it's only an 8-minute episode, but just want to give you guys a quick breakdown of my horror films I've been watching, and I'm excited to come back next week and talk about the Blackwell Ghost 3, Hell House 3, and maybe I'll just do a trilogy episode, so talk about the third movies and franchises. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will get to talk to you guys in the next one.